Hey guys, it's Dave here from Safe Slot 3 with a quick review of Grand Theft Auto 4, which seems a bit weird because this game came out in 2008, but I've recently gone back and played it on my backlog on the Xbox Series S, and I finished it, so I want to talk about it today. So, Grand Theft Auto 4, big open world crime simulator, I guess is the best way to describe it. It came out in 2008 on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and I think it came out later on PC. I remember it coming out on PC because I think the PC edition was quite a big deal. So my history of the game is I bought the game when it came out. I don't remember the exact date. I feel like it was late 2008, and that was my first year of university. So I remember playing the opening sections of it and a little bit of the multiplayer, and then bouncing off it because I didn't really game a whole lot in my first year of uni, to be honest with you. So it was one of those where somehow I missed it, and then I remember picking it up a couple of years later on PS3, and again getting to roughly the same point, and just bouncing off it. Not that I didn't like it, but just didn't finish it. I guess I wasn't the mature gamer I am now, is the best way I can describe it. So decided to go back to it now in 2024, and it's pretty good, and that's not a great review, but it's pretty good. So the Series S version that you're seeing now runs pretty smooth. I don't know if it's 30 or 60, but it runs really smooth, looks fine. Doesn't have HDR, auto HDR, and it doesn't have FPS boost. I'm assuming because at some point Rockstar will do a remaster, but didn't have those, but I still think it looks pretty good. The only glitch I encountered was on the last mission of the game. It's a known glitch with the backwards compatibility and the helicopter, but you can get around it. You just have to be very brutal with your controller. So that was the only sort of issue I had with the game running at all. But other than that, I think it ran very smoothly and was very enjoyable. As for gameplay, I really enjoyed a lot of the aspects. It's in this weird middle space where it's a retro game, but it still has a lot of modern tendencies. So it does have a cover system. It has lock-on third-person shooting, which was quite enjoyable. The hand-to-hand combat is terrible. I think I did it in the tutorial and then didn't do it again. I've been spoilt by games like Sleeping Dogs since, so that's just don't do it unless you have to. The side content's really fun. It's one of those. It's a weird one. I think at the time it was a huge open world, where now it's much more concise. I guess it's smaller, so it's more packed with things to do, which I really enjoy. I really like Liberty City in this version of the game. I really like the driving. It's quite slidey, as you can see in this footage I've put up now. It can be quite slidey and physicky because it was a really big physics-based game. There's a lot of ragdoll and stuff like that, which is quite fun. But yeah, really enjoyed the way the game looks. I really like the sort of atmosphere of the game as well. I like the kind of hued orange sort of saturation of the time. It was one of those types of games, but I think it still looks pretty good. I think it still holds up relatively well. Again, this is a 16-year-old game running on the Xbox 360, which came out in 2005. So I think with that context, I think it's pretty good. And the voice acting for almost all the characters are really, really good. I really like Nico as a character. I really like Roman as a character, and I like a lot of the cast in general. I think the ending, obviously, it's got two endings. I went for the revenge ending. I think it's a little bit anticlimactic because I think it comes up quite quick. Like you have this big build up, and then a couple of loose ends, and you're like, oh, and then you kill this random guy you've been working for, and it's over. And you're like, oh, okay. But yeah, I think the ending isn't ideal, but the rest of the game story was really fun. Obviously, this doesn't include anything about the expansion episodes. I'll do them their own review when I play them. You do see those characters throughout the story, which is quite cool. And then once you know that there's content, it's actually quite interesting to see those characters, but and get them all fleshed out. In terms of audio, it's a Rockstar GTA game. It's amazing. The radio stations are amazing, be it licensed music or the hilarity that is some of the other channels. Cars and guns sound good. Like I said, voice acting is great. So I think audio, really strong point for the game. And yeah, I didn't really get a chance to play the multiplayer in this playthrough. I just couldn't get into a game. I think the servers are still up. So you can get it. I think you can still buy this game digitally as well, and it's on GTA Plus, which is their subscription service on Xbox at least. I don't know about PlayStation. I would imagine you can't play this on PlayStation. There is still a Steam copy of this game, and the complete edition, which is really good. So you can go back and play it. And I suspect there's some mods and enhancements to get up better frame rates, resolutions, and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, overall was really impressed with it, and it was fun to go back and play a game from the 360 era. It's an era I'm very nostalgic for, so I was kind of... It's one of the things I like about the new Xbox is that you can kind of play most of the generations of Xbox. You can play all the generations of Xbox, but most of the games from those eras, and just sort of relive it, when sometimes I think newer games can be a little bit much. So if you compare it to like the new Saints Row that just tries too hard, this is a much better game than that, even if it's 10-15 years older. So do I recommend this? I do really recommend this if you have Xbox or Steam. I'd imagine on Steam Deck this is really good. And if you have any nostalgia from the era, I think it's absolutely held up enough to go and play. So I played the whole way through, I finished the game, most of the side content, not all of it obviously, and really enjoyed it. So, and I'm not a big lover of these types of games very often, so really impressed. But yes, so that will give you, to my fancy new review end slate, my final verdict: 7 for the visuals. It just looks a little bit old, but I think it looks fine, but it's just I can't in good conscience give it more than that. Audio 9 out of 10, almost perfect. Love it. Gameplay 8 out of 10, still holds up. It feels like a modern game with a kind of a retro taste. So yes, I give Grand Theft Auto 4 in 2024 an 8 out of 10. So thank you for watching this very quick and short review video. This is the first one we've done on the channel in this style. So let us know if you like it. Let us know if you'd like it more scripted, or if you enjoy the kind of off-the-cuff rambling that we've gone for. But yeah, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.